In the previous video, we discussed about 5 points which are essential for the NRI retirements. We understood about defining your retirement lifestyle, retirement corpus, currency risk. We also understood the importance of the types of the accounts, and we understood the investment strategy pre and post retirement. In this video, we will cover the other 4 steps that you cannot miss while planning your retirement roadmap. Hi, I'm Kapit Dave, your NRI financial planner. Through this channel, I aim to simplify the complex financial topics and help NRI take smart and informed financial decisions. Step 6. Property, which is an emotional asset versus the financial reality. Property is an emotional topic for many NRIs, but from a financial perspective, it's often one of the least efficient assets for retirement planning. Many NRIs buy property before returning to India, assuming they can rent it out and generate strong income. But in reality, rental yields in India typically range between 2 to 3%. And that's before considering additional costs, such as maintenance charges, legal expenses, society management fees, which can add up to another 5 to 10% of the property value. Real estate also locks a large portion of your wealth into one location, making it difficult to access during emergencies. There's another important change you should be aware of is, in the July 2024 Union Budget, the government removed indexation benefits for the real estate. Earlier, you could adjust the purchase price of your property for inflation when calculating the capital gain tax. That advantage is now gone, making real estate less tax efficient than before. A smarter strategy is to rent for the first 2 to 3 years after returning to India. Use that time to understand the city, evaluate your neighborhood, proximity to hospitals, traffic conditions, and even the air quality. Only once you are confident about the location, you should consider purchasing a home. Because if you choose the wrong city, the wrong area, or even wrong residential property, exiting quickly becomes extremely difficult. Retirement should prioritize flexibility, not locking a large portion of your wealth into a single illiquid asset. Step 7. Healthcare and insurance planning. Now let's talk about an area where India offers tremendous value compared to many Western countries: healthcare. From a cost perspective, India's healthcare system can be a major advantage for retiring NRIs. For an example, a major surgery that might cost you $40,000 to $60,000 in United States can be done in India for approximately 3 to 6 lakh rupees in reputable private hospital. A heart bypass surgery that may cost over $100,000 in US can typically be performed in India around 10 lakh rupees. Even a routine healthcare expense shows a dramatic difference. An MRI scan that costs $1,000 to $1,500 in US may cost you around 10,000 rupees in India. A specialist consultation that might cost you $200 to $300 abroad may only cost you 800 to 1,500 rupees in India. The cost advantage is rare, and it is one of the biggest reasons why NRIs feel confident about retiring in India. However, there is an important catch. Healthcare may be cheaper, but it is not cheap if you are unprepared. The smartest approach is to plan your healthcare strategy even before returning to India. Start with a strong base health insurance policy, add a super top-up plan to handle a large medical expenses, and maintain a separate medical emergency fund approximately for 10 to 15 lakh rupees for those situations which insurances might not cover. Never assume you will figure it out later. When it comes to healthcare options, later is always more expensive and often come with the fewer options. Step 8 is a tax plan. Now that we have understood the cost of living comfortably in India, the next step is learning how to structure your finances so that lifestyle can be sustained with the minimal tax burden. When you return to India after living abroad for many years, you may qualify for a special tax status called as RNOR, resident but not ordinary resident. This status typically lasts 1 to 3 years, depending on how long you stayed outside India. Think of RNOR as a transition phase between you being an NRI and becoming a full resident taxpayer. During this period, foreign income and overseas assets are generally not taxed in India. This makes RNOR an extremely valuable planning window. It allows you to restructure investment thoughtfully rather than rushing financial decisions. A poorly timed move such as selling the assets, unnecessary or converting your accounts without planning can permanently place you in a higher tax bracket. Let me give you a simple example. Suppose you retire with a 6 crore corpus. You might allocate 2 to 2.5 crore into a safe instrument such as RBI bonds, fixed deposits, or even a debt product to generate a stable income for everyday expenses. The remaining 3.5 to 4 crore could be invested into equity-oriented mutual funds for the long-term growth. Instead of withdrawing large lump sum, you could use a systematic withdrawal plan to generate monthly income of 1.5 to 2 lakhs, while the remaining funds will continue to grow. Here's where tax efficiency becomes powerful. Under the new tax strategy, interest income from the fixed deposits and debt instruments can effectively remain tax-free up to 12 lakhs of total income. Many retirees can structure their withdrawal in a way that results in a very little to even a zero tax liability. On the mutual fund side, withdrawals are not fully taxed. Only the capital gain portion is taxable. And according to the 2024 Union Budget, long-term capital gains on equities are now taxed at 12.5%, with an annual exemption of 1,25,000. With a careful SWP planning, retirees can withdraw substantial income while keeping taxes relatively low. To put this into perspective, $3,000 monthly lifestyle in the United States often translates to roughly 2 to 2.5 lakh per month in India. Offering similar comfort, including domestic health, healthcare access, and lifestyle flexibility with a proper planning, this income can be generated substantially from a well-structured retirement corpus without quickly eroding wealth through taxes. That's why tax planning, especially during RNOR phase, is not an option. It's a foundation of a financially secured retirement in India. Step 9. GIFT City Opportunity. Now let's talk about something many NRIs are only beginning to discover. Gujarat International Financial Tax City. GIFT City is India's first international financial service center, and it offers unique investment advantages. Certain investments routed through GIFT City can enjoy zero capital gain tax. For an NRIs building a long-term retirement corpus, this can be extremely powerful. Over the 20-year investment horizon, a tax saving alone could potentially add up to 2 to 3 crore compared to traditional investment routes. This doesn't mean you should move your entire portfolio here, but allocating 10 to 20% of your portfolio through GIFT City can create a highly efficient growth engine within your retirement strategy. The ecosystem is still evolving, but for NRIs serious about optimizing long-term wealth, it deserves serious consideration. If you remember just one thing from this video, remember a simple framework. First, decide your lifestyle and city. Second, calculate your retirement corpus using 25 to 30x of end-goal expense rule. Third, manage the currency risk carefully. Avoid converting everything at once. Fourth, transition investment gradually using the frameworks like 60-30-10. And fifth, return financially before you return emotionally. Making full use of your RNOR will go. For some people, retiring in India becomes peaceful and fulfilling. For others, it becomes financially stressful. The difference is rarely a luck. It's planning. More than 35 billion NRIs dream of returning home. But the ones who retire comfortably are the ones who start planning long before the plane lands. If you are an NRI or know someone who is an NRI, share this video with them, because the decision you make today will shape the next 30 years of your life. If you'd like more insights on NRI money, taxes, and retirement planning, leave your questions in the comments below. I am Kalpit, and subscribe to my channel and learn how to make your finances less streaky.